Ceyx reigned over Thessaly, and he was a good ruler. With him, Thessaly went through a period of peace and prosperity. The king was married with Alcyone, his beloved and devoted wife. But the king was quite dismayed due to several mishaps that his kingdom was experiencing, which included his brother's death. Ceyx started to believe that his kingdom no longer counted with the gods' benevolence, and therefore, he made the decision to travel to the Oracle of Delphi, looking for answers. To reach the Oracle, the king would have to go through a morose and sometimes dangerous sea journey. Knowing her husband's plan, Alcyone experienced an ominous sign and begged him to relinquish the idea, or at least to take her with him. But Ceyx didn't mind his wife's pleas. Although he didn't want to leave his beloved partner behind, he also didn't want to put her at risk. He promised to Alcyone that he would be back in 2 weeks at most. The king embarked and waved at his beloved wife, who, with teary eyes, waved back. Initially, the journey was quiet, but the weather quickly shifted, and the sailors were hit by a powerful storm. Ceyx's vessel was swallowed by the tides, and the king was engulfed by the sea, along with his ship. His last thoughts were about his wife and his promise of returning to her, which would never be fulfilled. Alcyone spent every day praying to the gods for a safe return of her husband, unaware of the tragedy that struck him. The return deadline had already expired, and Alcyone began to pray even more and making offerings, especially to the goddess Hera, which is the protective goddess of marriages and couples. The goddess, witnessing the queen's grief due to her missing husband, decided to act. Hera called the goddess Iris, her faithful messenger, and ordered her to meet Morpheus, the god of dreams. She wanted to have him convey her message as a dream. Iris stepped into the dark cave where the god of dreams slept. The brightness of the goddess's colored rainbow lights woke up the god, and, after delivering the message, the goddess went away. Hypnos, the god of sleep, ordered his son Morpheus to shape himself like Ceyx and visit Alcyone in her dreams, fulfilling Hera's command. Morpheus visited Alcyone in her sleep. She saw her husband, and he appeared pale, with a saddened face, as well as wet hair and clothes. And what seemed like her husband's ghost told her, "I come to reveal my sad fate. I went overboard, and my life was prematurely interrupted. Weep and mourn for me, because I will not come back to life to fulfill my promise." Alcyone threw herself at the ghost's feet and pleaded him not to go away, and when she tried to grab his legs, he vanished. And so the queen woke from her dream and was sure that her husband would never make it back. Alcyone went to the beach, the same place where she had seen her beloved man for the last time. That's when she spotted a floating body, and Alcyone immediately recognized Ceyx. Desperate, she jumped into the sea to reach her husband, despite not knowing how to swim. Alcyone was about to drown. Her life was also coming to an abrupt end. That was when the gods levitated her body, and the queen was turned into a beautiful bird. But even as a bird, she still wept for the loss of her love. Then she flew up to her husband's body and kissed him. Ceyx then reborn as a bird as well. And together, the couple of birds conquered the air. From that day, once a year for 7 days, the Greek seas calm down, a sign that Alcyone and Ceyx are returning to hatch their eggs.